Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, January 27, 2022. Today your mercurial nature could take over. You have quite the gift of the gab when you're feeling comfortable. You are quite capable of talking someone's ears off if you're not careful. Make sure that your audience is attentive and that they're not nodding off. Don't try to get too chummy with people in authority. Your boss might not appreciate your naughty jokes today. And that prestigious client might object to personal comments about his shoe brand or hairstyle. Friction with family members, particularly women, could prove irritating, especially since you are torn between their quirks and the love you have for them. This is not the time to hold grudges. Let it go. You might feel the urge to clean, redecorate, or otherwise beautify your home, or perhaps to cook a great meal. Channel your energy into these activities instead of quarreling. Later on, you'll be glad you did. It might be high time you did a little socializing. Chances are you've done little else than work the last couple of days, and getting together with some friends or family can go a long way towards feeling rejuvenated and relaxed. If you have children, spending a day just hanging out with them can do wonders for you. If you don't, share time with those you feel closest to so you can unwind. Things should be going well for you, and you should not hesitate to make your presence felt in every situation. Your financial situation is looking good right now, so why look into mortgages with your romantic partner and take your relationship to the next step? A naturally harmonious atmosphere exists between you and your private sphere. You are increasingly at the center of things and are an important person of reference, which could place extra burdens on you. You have an abundance of energy for yourself, your family and friends, and are strong, calm, and harmonious, strengthening family bonds. You can be sure that your loved ones will return your support when you need it. You've got a serious case of the don't wannas today. Try to shake them off, but don't freak if they cling to you like last night's overindulgence. Just do your best. You encourage others to be as enthusiastic about life as you are. Your fresh approach, combined with a laid-back attitude, is bewitching for potential dates. Be careful when faced with choices to ask yourself how serious this person's interest is in you. A short flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. Your recent retirement is over. The planets are putting you back on track in your career, and it's asking you to be more cooperative with the people you are in contact with professionally and in your personal life. Your friends need that excellent advisor and counselor that you have inside of you. It's time to leave your cold outer shell behind you. Friendship can be a rich and endless source of energy for you in the near future. This day marks the start of a good period for you and those close to you. You will be animated by a powerful vibration to communicate. So, while you could be coming to the end of a sort of effective, no man's land, that has been working on you for a while, you may also meet new people. But don't worry, because if you don't, an existing relationship will be upgraded. Generally you are a very sociable person, and today you aren't likely to slow down any. Invitations to all kinds of parties, from intimate coffee clatches to big neighborhood bashes, continue to come in. There may be too many for you to handle, so you might find yourself having to turn some of them down, which goes against your nature. You don't want to miss anything. Pick those most important to you, and leave the rest. Enjoy. As he spends his first full day back in your financial sector, Mercury finds himself in the right place at the right time. Mercury has retrograde back 25 days after leaving, 2 days before Venus is due to turn direct here, in time to lend his smart head for money to her final days in retrograde motion. This puts heart and mind back on the same page, but this time with both focused on the past, the rear-view mirror, and on a united mission to ensure that nothing has been missed or overlooked before the tide turns. 2 days after Mars not only left your relationship sector, but wrapped up all planetary activity on the relationship front until later in the year, the Moon returns for its monthly visit. Over the next few days there is not only a chance to become more emotionally engaged and connected, but to reflect on some active months on the relationship front. The Leo Moon faces off with expansive Jupiter this morning, bringing an abundance of attention your way. Feeling like all eyes are on you can be a little disconcerting, so it's important to remember that it's okay to put off answering messages or phone calls until you're feeling up to it. Luckily, things begin to feel more grounded and organized only a short time later, and the moon changes signs into pragmatic Virgo. Use this energy to tap into your efficient side and knock out any correspondence or task you've been avoiding recently. Venus faces off with deceptive Neptune this evening, so things could get a little weird in romantic relationships. The energy here can cause us to inflict more damage than we realize in the moment, so try not to be overly critical or demanding of your partner or yourself right now. If you sense that someone is lying to you or gaslighting you, you might want to back away from the situation for a day or two so you can reflect privately and gain a clearer perspective on how you feel about the situation. This evening, feelings of restlessness are likely to manifest, and the moon aligns with passionate Mars while entering a harsh T-square to the nodes of fate. Your desire for change could be supercharged, and you may feel passionate about getting ahead on your path, but issues from the past or uncertainty about the future could leave you feeling stuck. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way.